Hey guys, it's Joy here, and today's video is my 200th video Q&A. Oh my goodness, I'm at 200 videos on my channel. What is the first video you saw by me? Actually, leave that in a comment below because I'm interested to see when you first got to my channel. Once again, this is my 200th video Q&A. I asked you guys questions on Instagram, so if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you go follow me on there because that's where I get questions from you guys for my Q&As. My Instagram is at joywade_, JOIWADE_. So make sure you go follow me on there if you want to be able to ask me questions for future Q&As. Also, make sure you subscribe and thumbs up this video if you are enjoying it so far. So let's get straight into the questions because there are quite a few. So the first question is coming from at hans.ts, and it says, what would you recommend for a person who doesn't know what to do with their life and they're a senior in high school? So number one, no one expects you to know what to do with your life as a senior in high school, even though it may seem like it. The only decision you really have to make is what college you want to go to. But I know when you're a senior, it kind of feels like you have to decide your whole life. People are seniors in college and don't know what they want to do, so do not feel bad about that. As far as choosing a major, just kind of figure out the things that you're interested in and kind of just pick something that relates to that. So many people change their major in college, so don't worry about being stuck or not being able to change. There's so much flexibility, and you can double major, and there's like so many other things that you can do. The next question comes from steph.me, and it says, what pushed you to start your helping people with college admissions organization, and where do you see that going in the next 5 years? That's a really good question. So if you don't know, I run yougotintoWhere.com, which is a destination for high school students who want to get admission and scholarships to their top universities. This resource is for freshmen through seniors, and I started this out in 2016 during my senior year of high school. I received full tuition scholarships to 3 schools, USC, the New York University, and the University of Miami. And I basically knew that I had done so much research and people were asking me so many questions that I decided to write a book. If you're interested in the book, it's called You Got Into Where: How I Receive Admission and Scholarships to the Nation's Top Universities, and I'll have it linked below if you want to get a copy. But basically, that's basically what I'm running right now, the You Got Into Where platform. I'm hoping to grow it more nationwide, get more students exposed to it, get more students in our Facebook group. All of that information will be down below, but I'm doing a lot with it and I have a lot planned for 2018 and fun things like that. So if you are in high school, make sure you check out those resources because there are tons of freebies as well as paid options, tutoring, etc., etc. Rika says, what do you think about moving across the country for college? So I actually have a video on pros and cons of moving across the country, so it will be up here if you want to go watch that. I made that video when I was a freshman and I'm a sophomore now, and honestly the biggest inconvenience I think is booking flights and time difference. Conveniences, you're getting to meet tons of different people than you would from just staying home. You get to experience a new city, which you might want to live in after you finish graduation, and you learn how to be more independent, resourceful, etc., etc. If you guys know me, I move around a lot. I'm in LA for college. I interned in New York City last summer. I'm interning in New York City next summer. I travel abroad, all those things. So if you're interested in like seeing me traveling, just subscribe to this channel because that's basically what I post, and follow me on my Instagram because that's where you'll find a lot of those updates per se. Next we have Copy_Dopey. What was the hardest part of adjusting to college for me? I think the hardest part of college is 1, time management. 2, this year a hard part is procrastination and sophomore slump, and also I think finding a friend group is kind of hard when you get to college because there's so many people and it's easy to like not be included, to be excluded, to be included, and to like find people that you can really mesh with. And there's tons of fake people, tons of not fake people, so it's kind of just shifting through everyone and seeing who you want to spend like your time in college with. The next question is from Tanita Mitlinix. What are some tips on taking full advantage of opportunities and resources in college, especially as a first year? I say RSVP for everything, even if you're not gonna go, and add things to your calendar. So if you are having like some free time throughout the day and there's an event near you, you just go. Make sure you're on different email lists for different organizations. Try out something that you wouldn't have tried before. And definitely career things, even though they're targeted towards like juniors and seniors, go to internship fairs, go to career fairs, because once you get to know recruiters, you kind of see what you have to do by the time you're a senior to get that job. Next we have, oh, I really can't pronounce this. It's GEVGEYU period NADI. Have you chosen a career yet? No, I'm still in college, but my career currently is an entrepreneur, and I hope to stick with that by the time I graduate college. Tatiana KX, my really good friend, she said, how are you so well dressed? Well, it's all in a day's work, honey. No, I really pride myself in clothes and fashion. I think that's a great way to express yourself artistically and show your personality. So I really take pride in dressing and putting together fits and things like that. Next we have Sylvia Marshall. She said, do you see yourself ever straightening your hair again? It's been like over 4 years since I've straightened my hair. I think the last time was in 2012. It's 2017. So I think 5 years maybe since I've straightened my hair. And I don't know, maybe I will, because I might just do like a really big cut. Not really big, but like get a nice cut. And if I did, then maybe I would get my hair straightened. And hopefully none of the heat damage would be still there after getting it cut a large amount. But I'm just scared, guys. I don't even know if I would like myself with straight hair, because I've fallen so in love with my big hair. But I think it'd be cool to see what length my hair is actually at. Maybe a blowout? I don't know. But my hair is waist length, guys, if you didn't know. Like this junk comes down pretty far. Rosalind Ramiro, how do you deal with senioritis? Watch my video on senioritis. It'll be up here or in the description box. H-Nakoiza says, advice on internships, like how to get one and other tips. Also, how do you balance school and life plus work? Just some tips, please. So, advice on internships. Let me just point you to a channel called The Intern Queen. I've collaborated with her on some videos actually. So I'll link my video I did with her on how to get your first internship, and those are internship tips straight from The Intern Queen. And how do you balance school plus life plus work? Well, in college you have a lot of free time, so it's really not balancing, it's just like forcing yourself to do things. So at work, I work on schoolwork, at school, I work on work, etc. It's like all interchanged, and I try to just prioritize what I need to get done for the day to get the work done. If you want me to do like a more in-depth video, I'm pretty sure I have one, so you know where to look. Matty_Queen says, how do you take care of your hair during the winter? So I am in Los Angeles, so we don't have snow or like extreme cold. It doesn't really get colder than 70 degrees, so I don't know what winter is. Back when I was at home, I would have braids just because winter is swim season, and I competitively swam in high school, so I would always have braids. I'd say just deep condition more often, co-wash, stay away from like harsh shampoos, because your hair is already a little bit more fragile in the winter. Tara says, how do you pay for college if you don't want to take out a loan and FAFSA isn't enough? You can get a job. I'm just going to be completely honest. My parents support the amount that my scholarship doesn't, which is basically my housing. So I cannot speak to that as fully as I would like to as far as my personal experience. If you want other advice, you can head over to yougotintowear.com, and you can also just Google college payments. You can apply for scholarships, and there's tons of scholarship resources at yougotintowear.com. And she says, where do you shop at? I shop everywhere that's cheap. I also like ASOS, as I said, Zara is bae. H&M sometimes. Where else? Yeah, anywhere that's having a sale, but mostly a lot of my clothes are from Zara, a lot of my clothes are from Forever 21. Millie my _ Dadzy, what protective styles do you wear if you're not going all natural? I haven't protective styled in a long time, so I'm just gonna say I don't protective style anymore because I haven't in over a year. She also says, what is your major and how did you decide? My major is journalism. I decided because I liked digital media, content creation, and things like that. And USC also has a top journalism school, so it's more than just reporting. We learn a whole bunch of things about technology, entrepreneurship, etc. She also asks, are there many international students, especially English, at your college? I don't know about the particular English population, but USC is over 20% international. Why Lexus Singleton says, what is your scalp regimen? I'm trying to last a whole month without washing my hair. I don't have a scalp regimen. I don't really pay that much attention to my scalp unless it's wash day. So I can't really speak on that. I don't like add oil to my scalp really that often. I just try to keep my scalp to not have buildup. I'd say like my products, I make sure I apply them like maybe here down, just so there's not a lot of buildup happening at my scalp. Because sometimes I feel like you could overdo your scalp, but because like when I got my hair straightened, I would have dandruff all the time, and then I started adding like length in between my washes. I'm natural, so I can go like a month without washing and be totally fine with my scalp. What is your staple item for the fall? Jean jackets, scarves. I don't know, it's just started getting cold here and I just ordered some new clothes, so we're gonna see what my new item is. Last year my staple was like boots, like cute ankle boots, but I'm gonna see what else I can style this fall. How do you become more social, make friends in college? I say, I don't know. I'm actually like doing pretty bad with like making new friends this year. Like I like am friendly, but it's hard to like foster that relationship, if you know what I'm saying, where you hang out with a person and you go do things with people, etc. Like that's hard in college, I'm not gonna lie, and I don't know if I have the recipe yet because I'm still hanging out with my friends that I made last year. I'm just building those relationships more. So the I like to think quality over quantity. I saw on Instagram that you're working in the USC Black Cultural Center. What's your job there? Why did you decide to work there? Your favorite resources that the center provides? Yeah, so I work at the Black Cultural Center. And why did I decide to work there? I wanted some side money. I also wanted to like be with Black people more often in my day because it's kind of hard at a PWI to, you know, be fully in an environment